Hey, Bleedbigblue. Tim from the podcast. Just wanted to come talk to you guys. Yes, we went through another loss today, and it sucks because it is the Cowboys, and it was at home. But like I said in the 5-point preview, this was a win-win situation no matter what happened. If we won, yeah, it would have been great to crush Dallas's slim to none playoff chances. But let's be honest, they're not going to make the playoffs anyway. And the other way would be if we lost, which we did. We solidified the number 2 draft pick, which was even better because, you know what, San Francisco won, which means we have pretty much a stranglehold on the number 2 pick right now. You got to look at the positives, especially when the season's the way it's going the way it is. But it's that time of the week. It's time for the lists. And you know what? As usual, I'm going to start off with the list of glory. Because I'm going to really try to stay positive, guys. So I'm not really that, pissed off. Number 1 on the list of glory. And it seems like he's going to be there every week. Evan Engram. Welcome to the list of glory. You continue to play well. You continue to be one of our only weapons on offense. Like I've said it before and I'll see it again, it's going to be amazing when you aren't the only one shouldering that load. Because this season is just making you better. And it's just gaining trust from us Giants fans. And we're loyal as hell. So you know what, Evan Engram? Keep playing the way you do, and we'll love you for it. So props to you, Evan Engram. Welcome to the list of glory. Number 2 to the list of glory. I went with Wayne Gallman. The reason I went with Wayne Gallman is, you know what? He gave us a little rushing attack, and I definitely see potential with Gallman. The problem is, he sort of reminds me of the early days of Tiki Barber, where Tiki would make great runs, but had a problem holding on to the ball. And that's what I'm seeing with him. And I just hope he gets that fixed, just like Tiki did. So you know what? We can give him a chance. Maybe he's got to hold the ball high and tight, just like Tiki used to. Whatever way it gets fixed, I hope it gets fixed. I definitely think he has potential. Do I want him to be the bell cow of the team? He hasn't earned that respect from me yet. But I definitely want to see him next year and see what strides he makes to get better. But for this game, he gave us a little bit of a running threat. Granted, our offense was horrible, but so was our defense. So, number 2 on my list of glory, Wayne Gallman. Props to you for making the list of glory. Number 3 on my list of glory, Roger Lewis. Now, Roger, I've seen you drop balls, but I know you can make plays. And the nice thing is, I'm seeing you starting to get in a little bit of a groove to where I think you're actually getting used to getting some playing time, which is nice. And that's the one nice thing about having a horrible season and all these injuries is some of these young guys can show what they can do. And if that's the case, Roger Lewis, keep making strides, keep getting better. Obviously, all spots are going to be open come next year, and you better show the new coaching staff and the new GM, whoever they will be, what you can do, or you might not be on the team next year anyway if you don't. So keep playing it the way you are. You make fantastic catches. I just want you to be consistent. But props to you, Roger Lewis, for making the list of glory. Now, on to the list of shame. Now here's the problem with the list of shame, guys. It's pretty damn easy with the list of shame when we score 10 points and we get killed by Dallas. You would think I'd be a little bit more mad than I am, but I'm not. I almost expected it. But there's some things that stuck out to me that really bothered me. Because let's be honest, this whole team is on the list of shame, the way it's going. But we're going to pick out some particular people that need to be called out. Especially number one. Number one, Eli Apple. Now you guys are probably asking, how did Eli Apple make the list of shame when he didn't even play? He wasn't even active this game. I'm going to tell you how. Because this guy who's not active, who plays for the New York Giants, retweets Rod Smith scoring touchdown on us. Like saying good job, you know. And I understand this is his friend from Ohio State, and he's very proud of his Ohio State ties. But he has to realize you're a New York Giant right now. And whether you think you're OSU for life, you keep doing things like that and retweeting rivals, not only retweeting rivals' highlight plays, but retweeting highlight plays that were against us on the same day. It's just idiotic what you're doing out there. I know you're young, and I know you're immature, and I'm going to try to chalk it up to that. Keep doing this stuff. I hope Giants get rid of you, because it's just, you're obviously not that smart. So, even though you did not play in this game, shame on you, Eli Apple. You still made the list of shame. Number two on the list of shame is, I want to put it out there as this disclaimer is, I'm not mad at these guys, but I'm also, I wish better, because number two on my list of is all the practice squad and coming off the couch players that are on our team right now, especially on our defense, in our linebacker core, in our secondary, that are getting beat nonstop, missing plays. And I understand, hey, you haven't been there. Some of you guys literally just came off the couch like 2 weeks ago and started playing. For example, Kelvin Shepard, who literally was out of the league until 3 weeks ago, and then now he's our starting middle linebacker. Well, you got toasted for 81 yards by Rod Smith because you can't hack it. That's the reason you were sitting on the couch in the first place. Brandon Dixon, I saw that Giants for some reason wanted to keep putting you on Dez Bryant, and obviously Dallas took advantage of that. Again, you know what? You've played one game. You've been with us maybe 2 weeks. I don't necessarily blame you guys. I just wish that you practice squad players and people that just came off the couch would take advantage of the opportunities that are given to you. Because if you take advantage of them, maybe you stay in this league a little bit longer than you have. And maybe, our depth, it gets a little bit better. I just want you guys to take advantage of the opportunities given. But you didn't, so that's why you guys are on the list of shame. Shame on you, practice squad and couch players. Number 3 on my list. Obviously, as usual, I can't go with my man, Ben McAdoo, because he was my consistent person to go to. But I gotta go with Spagnuolo. Steve Spagnuolo. Why is Davis Webb inactive? You played Wayne Gallman to see, what he can do, and that's the point. Let's see some young players, and I understand you are trying to win, but this was the perfect situation when we went down a couple scores. It was a perfect situation for Davis Webb to come in and start getting some reps. But for some reason, he's only getting scout team reps, and he's not even being active during the game. I don't understand what you're doing. I think you could let some of these practice squad players sit because they aren't doing anything better than anybody else. So, open up a spot for Davis Webb. Get him some reps. If he's not ready, then maybe he's not ready. I don't know that for a fact. But, what do we got to lose? Is he going to play worse? Probably not. So shame on you, Steve Spagnuolo. I understand you're trying to win out this preseason for, put it on your resume, but it doesn't look like you're making the smart moves. And I want to put a little, I guess you would say, dishonorable mention to the list of shame. Eli Manning. The reason I gotta bring you up is I love that you played, and I definitely think you deserve a good send-off. But the way you played you're proving to people why we should bench you. You know what, Eli? I want you to play better, and I understand you don't have the weapons. I understand you don't have the offensive line, and I definitely think you could do something. But show these guys why you should not be sitting on the bench. Don't prove to them that you should be. You know what? That's my lists, guys. As usual, I want to hear your lists. I want to hear your comments. What do you think about the game? Are you pumped that we're solidifying getting the number 2 pick? I don't know. You know what? Call into the podcast. Subscribe to all our social medias. And let's continue to bleed big blue. Always.